What's going on, everybody? Bradley Martyn here, and today I want to talk about something very 10 times very important, and it's success. And the reason why I'm talking about this is not because I think I'm the most successful person in the world, because I know there are far greater successful people in the world, but I want to talk about this because you guys have asked me a ton. You're like, how do you stay motivated to be successful? How do you stay motivated to get everything you want out of life, right? How do you stay so motivated to stay on top of things? You guys have asked me this on Snapchat, on Twitter, even on Instagram sometimes in the comments. And I want to give you like my 2 cents on success. The question you have to ask yourself is, before how do you stay or how do you get motivated or how do you get successful, is how do you define success? Okay, that's really important, because a lot of you guys might see flashy things like cars, clothes, watches, shoes, whatever the fuck it is, and you'd be like, yo, that's amazing, I want those things. And I'm gonna be the first to tell you, like, I want those things too. That's great, and that should be a goal, and you should want to achieve those things, and you should want to be able to like give those things to your loved ones, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your daughter, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, your nephew, your niece, anybody, right? Your friend. So you have to define success first. You have to define what it means to you. Does it mean to have a bunch of money, right? Does it mean to have, you know, the nicest shit, right? And to me, I learned early on that it didn't mean having all the money. Let me give you guys a story, give you guys an example. When I was about, I want to say like 21, 22, I'm closer to 22. I lived in Orange County, okay? I lived in Anaheim, to be specific. Kind of like, actually it was Fullerton. Yeah, it'd be Fullerton. I worked in Anaheim. I lived in Fullerton. I went to Cal State Fullerton, and that's where I met a lot of my like lifelong friends. But I'm telling you this story because when I first moved down here, I moved in basically with a family that I met on Craigslist. I didn't actually meet until I actually drove all my shit down to Southern California from the Bay Area. Craigslist, I said I knew I wanted to move. I knew I wanted to get out of my existing conditions. I want to change. I've always been the kind of person I like to challenge myself. So Google, Craigslist, a house near Cal State, because I knew I was going to go to school there. I had applied, I had gotten accepted. I was going to business school, and I moved to basically a family, like this family that owned a house in Fullerton that was subleasing to students who were going to Cal State Fullerton because it was right up the street. Long story short, the reason why I'm telling you this is that I had a very hard time making money when I first moved to Southern California. I was not doing great, okay? So I moved in with this family. I paid like a really low amount of rent. It was shitty. There was a situation going on. I ended up moving around the corner to a house that had like 10 people living in the same house. And actually I met like a really good friend that I know to this day still. He actually just moved out to LA, a good friend of mine, Trent. But anyways, besides the point. The point is, I was in a situation where I wasn't making a lot of money. I was a trainer. I was a trainer up north. I moved down here. It was a much different crowd that I worked for. I went to work for a gym, a 24-hour fitness on Anaheim 91. Yeah, it was Club 91, Anaheim Gateway, right off the 91. And it was a very hard demographic to crack for me, specifically. But I learned hustle. I learned the art of like not taking no for an answer. I learned how to hear no 10 times just so I can get to that 11th yes. So, but the reason why I'm telling you is because I got to a point after that where I started to make decent money when I moved to another gym, helped open up another gym, a Gold's Gym in Fullerton, and then I started making decent money. I started getting better at getting money. But I learned that my time through working with these gyms that money wasn't what made me happy. It wasn't like, okay, I was broke and now I was making money and I'm happier, because I was more busy. I learned that I enjoyed talking with people. I enjoyed listening to people's issues. I enjoyed sharing like what is going on in my life with other people who they have things going on in their life, and us coming to like a common feeling of like, hey, we're both dealing with shit, but it'll be okay. You're going through it, I'm going through it too. Shit will get better. And I learned that like that was the most enjoyable thing for me, was having interaction with other people and seeing them succeed, because my job as a trainer was to help people get better, right? My job was to help you get through this whatever body issue or whatever issue you have with yourself. You want to gain weight, you want to lose weight, whatever it was. And I learned that I just enjoyed seeing that person shine, seeing that person succeed more than I liked making money. It wasn't just about the money. It was like, that was cool. I needed that because I need to pay my bills. I needed to buy food, right? So this whole story is to tell you that it got to a point where I was in these gyms and it made me feel like it was just about money, because it was always like, okay, you gotta make a certain amount of money because you're on the, you know, you gotta make the ends meet for the month for your club, and you gotta make these certain numbers and who you re-signing. And I got out of this and I started working on my own, and this is like a really long story, but I hope you guys are still following it, because it's like a little story of my life. And I met this girl who I thought I loved, right? Okay, so maybe you guys connect with me here. I thought I loved this girl, right? I learned, you know, towards the end of it, obviously, it was me not wanting to let go of something, because I had lost things in my past, like my father, for example. My father took his life. I had lost my father when I was young, when I was 6 years old, and I always had an issue moving forward in my life, letting go of things, letting go of something that I felt like I needed or wanted or loved, right? So I had an issue letting go. I swear the story is gonna make sense to that initial idea of like how you define success towards the end, but just keep going with me, we're almost there. So I worked with this girl, sorry, I dated this girl, worked with this girl, but I was working with all these people, right? I started training like all these like people who could be looked at like bad influences on me. So I'm training these people who my girlfriend at the time was like, oh, you're doing this, you're doing that, to the point where I had one client, because I got rid of so many clients for this person. I was trying to change my whole life for this person. I got rid of so many clients that I had one last client. It was a dude, and she tells me, because she thinks I'm sleeping with all these girls that I was training, then she thinks I'm sleeping with this dude, right? It was amazing. This shit was out of my mind. And so anyways, I go to have no clients, all right? No clients, broke as shit. I was making decent money at the time. I lost all my clients. I lost the girl's still gone. And I learned very quickly after that my value of what I could offer to people. So this is what I'm telling you guys. You gotta remember, what does success mean to you, and how do you stay motivated? Because you have to learn this. You have to learn what your value is in whatever you're doing, whether it be like you work, let's say you're a videographer, or let's say you're a trainer, let's say you're anything. You have to learn in your job, in your career, in your passion, what your value, what your true value is. So I got to a point where I had no clients, and I was like, okay, I need clients. What do I do? Now I had people that telling me, okay, I'll pay you X amount of dollars to train me. I'll pay you X amount of dollars, say 60, 40. And I needed the money. I needed any money I can get. But I realized that I wanted to stick with a certain amount of money because I knew what my value was. So I said $100, that's the least I'm gonna take. For one session, that's the least I'm gonna take, 1 hour, right? And people were passing me up left and right. Until I kept that idea in my mind that this is what I'm worth and this is what I'm going to get, right? So anyone out who's just trying to aspire to be like a trainer or something like that, you have to set a line for yourself that you're not willing to cross, like a line that you're gonna say, this is my boundary, this is the limit, the lowest I can go, because I know what I could offer that person. But then you also have to be able to stick to that and really offer it to that person, and I knew that I could, and I knew that I would. Okay, so $100. The next thing you know, I started to find myself, because I believe so deeply in myself that this is what I'm worth and this is what I can achieve, that I started getting the clients that were willing to pay $100. And then my life started to change. It started to change drastically, because I'd say I had 8 clients. And now the amount of time it took me to make a certain amount of money a week, I'd make it in a fraction amount of time. And then I had more free time. So I'm saying all this shit, this big ass long story, you guys are like, bruh, shut the fuck up. I'm saying this all to say that to be successful, you have to define what success means to you. And you have to figure out your true value and what like you're passionate about. Because like, if success is just money, right, and you just focus on whatever you're doing, anything you do, if your end game is to get money, no matter what you do, no matter what job you have, I guarantee one thing: you're always going to be dealing with people. Okay, whether it be like you're dealing with your boss, or you're dealing with a coworker, or you're dealing with a customer, you're always going to be dealing with people. And if you make your job just about the dollar sign, sooner or later people will see that. Sooner or later people will be like, I don't know if I really like this relationship I have with this person, because I could feel what's really going on. So you need to understand that don't just make your life goal about making money. Again, like I said, making money is great, making money is fun. And I'm not saying let go of those goals of like having a nice house or having a nice car, having a nice whatever. But if you make it just about money, you will fucking hate your fucking life. If you chase it, you gotta think, like, if you constantly chase something, that shit's gonna run away. It's gonna keep running. Like you chasing a rabbit, it's gonna keep running, right? You don't chase something like that. You gotta chase like the why. Chase why it matters. Like whatever your job is, there's a why. There's a reason why you do it. Like if you're an artist, you do it because there's something inside you. Whatever comes out, there's something inside you that is just, it feels natural. It feels right. It just comes out, it flows. You don't have to think like, oh, I need to draw this line so that I look like this or so it looks like that. It just happens, right? And for guys, if you're an artist, whatever it is, like if you know it and it's passionate and you do it for the right reasons, like it will just happen. So define your success, okay? What does it mean to you? Define your value What do you have to offer in that job, in that career, whatever it is? And that will keep you motivated. That will keep you on the path of your success, because truthfully, like, I was just talking to Kevin about this a minute ago. If someone gave me $1 billion right now today, if someone's like, yo, here's $1 billion, you're a billionaire, you made it, you won, right? Because I have a lifetime goal, I want to be a billionaire, because, and it's not about $1, it's about the fact that it's like a destination. It's like not many people have achieved that, and I want to achieve that. Why not, right? I want to achieve something that like is like most people think that's fucking absurd, right? I want to figure out a way to get there, because why not? You only live once. Why not fucking do it, right? So if someone gave me that money today and I reached that goal, meaning like I made it, I would still be doing the same shit I'm doing today. I would still be filming videos. I would still be talking to you guys, because I love this shit. Because at the end of the day, you guys, to this point in my life, are the reason why I'm here, right? At the end of the day, you guys are the reason why you guys have put me in this situation to be able to talk to you guys. The reason why, like, I even do these videos, period, is because you guys listen, right? If there was no one on the other end listening to these videos and accepting it or hearing the things I was saying and helping grow them, then I wouldn't do this. So, and I wouldn't be in the position that I'm at to, let's say someone dropped in and was like, yo, I love all your shit, here's $1 billion, I'm a 100 billionaire, like, here's $1 billion, which would be fucking nuts. But anything, I'm saying the fact is, like, I would not stop doing what I love. Right? That's why you guys might be able to look at me and be like, oh, that guy's successful. It's because I'm just simply doing what I love. And like I tried to tell you guys, it's not about money, because you could be an artist and be broke as shit like Picasso was before he died, and everyone wanted his paintings because then he was a legend afterwards. He was broke as shit, but you better believe he died doing what he loved. And that's what it's all about. Find what you love, figure out what you love, and let that shit kill you. It's that simple. I'm out of here. I love you guys. Hope you guys like this shit. If you want more videos like that, give it a big thumbs up. Now let's go get this session in. You ready?
Let's go.
All right, let's go. You first, bro. What?
Let's go.
I'm gonna follow you.
We're going to the gym. Come on.
I'll be there, bro.
Come on.
Whoa, hey.
Come on.
Shot real quick. You good? Cut it, bro. Let's go work out.
I'm still filming.
Stop, bro. Just be done with it.